The last time you guys were here, you were going by the Bella twins, no?
Yeah.
You changed it to Garcia, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, how did that happen? How do you like the adjustment?
It's actually, you know, it was crazy because it was really scary when we decided to do it. I feel like anytime you have to make that decision, that big leap of faith, you're always like, okay, are we gonna fail or is this gonna be successful? But I have to say, it's been almost not even a year, I guess, really six,
Right.
I don't know.
No, about a year.
Oh, about a year,
Yeah,
you're right.
about a year.
Oh, it has been a year, yes.
Hello.
Wow, time really goes fast.
It goes fast.
Too fast. But it's been really empowering. I have to tell you, to finally get our power back and not to have to answer to anyone, and to actually at 40 years old make your own decisions and be in charge of your own career. Yes, it's been incredible.
It has. And I mean, there are times that people mix us up, but we'll be in meetings or people will be like, Bella's. I'm like, hey, I mean Garcia. No, it's Garcia.
So you still got to get used to it.
I do. I'll be in meetings and I'm like talking about us as Bella's. So that part's been tough. But I mean, that was 2 decades of our life. So
Yeah, but you're legends, you know, so
Yeah.
people love you, know who you are, you
thank
know,
you.
so
Yeah.
you're just elevating and switching it up a bit, right?
Right.
As you should.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Why didn't you just use your husband's last name?
So, well, we thought about
that.
this.
I love how
and
you
then,
answer together.
And no one can pronounce my husband's last name. I still struggle, you know?
Can you say it without like making your face work hard?
Wait, I can't? Chigvinsiv. I can't. I feel like, move. Chigvinsiv. It's hard. So we kind of talked about that and we're like, and then we're twins. And I know that's the thing about having this empire with twins. You kind of have to have something that people can be like, Garcia's, Bella's, whatever it may be.
That goes off your tongue.
Yeah, so we were like, Danielson Chigvinsivs. It just didn't work.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
But y'all make anything look good, sound good, so you can work whatever
Thank you,
you
yeah.
come. I think you can.
Yeah.
So when you all started wrestling, do you remember what is a wrestling audition like? First of all, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Well, we thought that we would go in there and it'd be like wrestling. So we had shorts and these tank tops on. We had no makeup, like scraggly ponytails.
Well, you told me we were going there to fight people.
Well, that's a wrestling audition, so I thought.
I thought we
So
were
you didn't
going.
know?
I
Okay.
had no idea.
yeah. So we like
I
pumped
thought-
each other up. We
yeah.
went in.
I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I like gonna like? Am I gonna get my butt kicked today? What's happening? Like I was so nervous.
And then we show up, and it looked like a line of go-go dancers. And I was like, oh, this can't be the Diva Search. And they're like, no, this is Diva Search. Just put your name over here and get in line. And she looked at me, and I was like, I swear, like, we're going to wrestle. Like, just let's get in line. Let's do it.
what are you gonna make me do, Brie? I was like,
Oh,
so
it was
mad.
awful.
So which one of you are the tougher one?
For me, yeah, for
You're-
sure me.
For sure.
Yeah, I've
It's
always
weird
been the
'cause
tougher one.
On the outside, I feel like you're so tough, but when it comes to like really sensitive things, like you.
That's great. You know, I can be sensitive. I could be a lover and a fighter, so that's a good thing.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's
I have a lot of
interesting.
empathy.
She does. We both.
So,
Okay.
Yeah,
But
you know.
but together y'all a great team.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it was a
Meshes up to
great
be
tag
one.
team, yeah.
And then you just celebrated what, your 40th birthday?
40th.
Yes.
Wow.
I know, right? Wow is right.
Yeah, look
I don't
amazing.
feel 40.
Yeah, how do you feel?
I feel 25.
Yeah, well, you acted when you drank, at least.
I
Just
do.
kidding. No, I like to give her a hard time. But I mean, us going into it, I don't feel 40. It's weird to even say it, but I love getting people's reactions, especially because working in this industry, and if you're working with people, whether it's on set, and they're in their 20s, they'll be like, whoa, you're 40? I'm like, it's not the end of the world. Like, it's a great decade, I swear.
It's a great decade.
Yeah.
And y'all did some fun things. You went on a fun trip for your 40th. Tell us about
Yeah,
that.
We did. We went to Lake Como, Italy, which it was amazing. And it was our first time going on a vacation with no cameras, so it wasn't for the reality show.
First time in 10 years.
In 10 years. It was just a vacation, and we were like, oh my gosh, this is why people like to vacation.
Yeah.
You have nothing to do.
Yeah, it was so
I mean, we even like would wake up in the middle of the night because of jet lag, and we'd watch a show knowing that we could just sleep in.
We were watching Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, we had like,
My husband was on it, so we had to make sure to vote. No.
yeah, so much vino and just so much fun.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing. Do either of you dance?
I mean, with a lot of vino.
Both of y'all dance.
I feel like I'm good.
You're good.
She
You don't
thinks
think
she's
so? What are you
real good.
thinking?
No, I mean, not when I see her husband dance. I'm like,
Okay, well, I didn't say I was a professional dancer. I said I was a good dancer.
I guess in our family, there's a lot to compare. I look at him, and then if I see you, and I'm like, well,
I tried to keep that.
Okay, so you guys did something called a flower retreat. What is that?
Yes. So we did this flower retreat in Tremezzo, and it was this florist put it on in Napa Valley. And so I was like, I've always wanted to be a florist, even before wrestling. That was the job I thought I was meant to do.
Difference. Wrestling, a florist.
Right. Okay. I know. And so I was like, okay, maybe going into this new decade of my life, I'm gonna live that dream of being a florist. So I wanted to go on this floral retreat to just see like all the different steps to own my flower shop and how to do it. And it's the hardest job ever. Go hug your florist because they wake up in the early morning. I mean, I was in charge of taking off all the thorns of the rose stems.
That sounds hard.
Right?
And painful.
Yeah.
Well, and I joined not wanting to be a florist, but I saw the itinerary and I was like, oh, I gotta go. Like, I can't miss out. Towards the end, I literally was just making Aperol spritz and sitting there watching everyone because I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
This is so.
So you knew to get out of there, like.
Yeah, I was like, I'll sit and watch you all and drink, but I'm not participating.
It was magical.
It was magical, though.
It was magical.
Okay.
There was something special.
Yeah, we were on a 400-year-old farm with these animals, looking at the mountains and the lake, and you're with flowers and just really great
I think
people.
our bed was 400 years old, but I didn't complain.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Was it comfortable? Not so much. Okay, I got one more question. I know your hair is different, right?
Yeah.
But if it was the same, how do people tell you apart? What's the thing that's the go-to?
I mean, you're definitely more sassy.
But what if we didn't talk?
And we just stared at them.
See, because I'm trying to see. Can you tell?
I feel like
Our noses are different.
different.
So, and
Maybe.
for sure. And our shape of our faces. Like, it's kind of weird. I got my mom's shape of face, you got dad's.
I know. I'm like the meme. You know, like the Will Ferrell meme that's out there, and it's when he was dressed up as a girl, and they're like, when they tell me I look like my dad, I'm like, feel you. That's me. Like my dad with a wig on.
You're definitely, I sense the sass.
Oh, yes.
And I think I can tell, because I always try to tell the twins apart. Your voices are slightly different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bree's like super deep, right?
Okay.
I think
Keep
so
talking.
when I hear it. So when I hear myself in an answer machine or I don't
Oh,
even-
wow. You still hear those?
No, or on the podcast, I don't know.
I think that's
I'm always
middle
like,
school.
I'm always like, that's my voice. And
Yeah.
so I do have a deeper voice for sure.
Okay, yes, I hear it. Y'all do so many amazing things. Tell us about your podcast, the Nikki and Brie Show.
Ooh, it's like happy hour with us.
I know. Happy hour, it's like we're just fully open books. I always feel like it's like a reality show extended into a podcast. We're just very open. Nothing's off limits, which I think my mom wishes there was some things off limits.
We're always like earmuffs, mom.
Yeah, don't listen to this one. It gets kind of graphic in my bedroom. But, sorry. Daytime, I forget.
Now, how does your husband feel about you talking about the beer?
Oh, he gets upset. We had to end up making rules. He goes, you can only talk about so much, but Nicole, please. Like, I'm a very private person when it comes to that, so. I'm like, well, you're just so good and I'm proud. Right? Yeah.
Can't argue that.
You know?
Yes, and you also renewed your wedding vows on the podcast.
We did. He thought I was crazy because it was only a year, but I'm like, well, a lot can happen in a year. But it's crazy because it was still so emotional. I don't know what it is about when you like hold on to your loved one and look at each other in the eye and like just say stuff from like the bottom of your heart. We did it on a live show and then it got very emotional, huh?
It did.
And I was like, oh man, I feel like I'm back in my wedding day. And then all of a sudden Gleb comes out and they did a magic mic routine and it changed real quick. But
That's the part I liked.
Oh, that's the part you like.
Yeah.
I'm like,
she got us
The vows were cute, but I mean, the magic mic dance, well, that was really cute.
that is hilarious.
Yeah, it was fun.
Y'all are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, your wine, Bonita Bonita.
Yeah.
I hear y'all got some good news to share. What's
do,
that?
We do.
You know, me, you.
Both? No.
Both.
So
Same
we're
time?
yeah. So we're about to open up our tasting room doors. So Bonita Bonita will finally have their own tasting room in downtown Napa. So you need to come visit us.
And the second label.
Yes, and we also are going to be debuting a second label that's going into Walmart in California, the Pacific Northwest.
Congratulations.
And Bonita Bonita by Nikki and Brie. So we are so excited.
Fancy.
Yes.
Fancy. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.